everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amal. This is my channel. So today I'm doing a video that I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's one of my favorite kinds of videos to watch on YouTube, and that is what I eat in a day. I love watching them no matter who the creator is. Even if I don't know you, even if I've never seen your face before, I'm clicking on that video because I need to know what you eat in a day. So if you're like me, you're gonna really enjoy today's video. But before we get started, please, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. It really helps me a lot. Okay, without further ado, let's dive in because I am already starving. Okay, so I've been trying to build a new habit for the last few months and I really think it's working. As soon as I open my eyes in the morning, I reach over to my bedside cabinet and I grab my Hydro Flask and I chug as much water as I possibly can. I kid you not, I can feel every cell in my body waking up and just feeling hydrated. And I think that just like having a Hydro Flask really has helped me drink so much water, seriously. Like, this is my favorite thing. I've already talked about Hydro Flasks in my favorites video. I'll link that above. If you haven't watched it, please go and watch it after you finish this video. I put the link in the description below on where I've got my Hydro Flask. I do make a small commission off of these purchases, so if you are considering it, consider buying it from my link, but obviously no pressure at all. The next thing I drink is also a liquid, but I promise we're getting to the food first. To make sure my immunity is as optimal as possible, I've been trying to take more vitamins, just generally sleep more. And one thing that I actually found on TikTok, I've been making this turmeric and ginger health shot every morning. And essentially it's just turmeric, ginger, honey, pinch of black pepper, water, and lemon. You'll have immunity in a bottle. It really does make me feel a lot better. And I think that like just having more turmeric and ginger in your diet is never a bad thing. Now I know what you're thinking, oatmeal, that's boring. I don't really like oatmeal, but this is hands down the best oatmeal that you will probably make. Let me not hype it up that much, but definitely one of my favorite oatmeals. And I think that it's just always so satisfying, so hearty, and it just always gives me the right amount of energy I need to tackle my day. Guarantee you will love it. Let's get to making it. For this super easy oatmeal, you're going to need only 4 ingredients for the base, and then we're going to talk about toppings. First, you're going to need oats. I personally love to use rolled oats, but you can use any type of oats. Half a banana, preferably like more of a brown kind, so it's more sweet. And the last thing you're gonna need is water. One more thing you can add if you'd like is a splash of oat milk. I usually like to add oat milk as well as water to my oatmeal, but you don't have to use oat milk or any type of milk. I personally think it makes it a little more creamy. First, I like to add about 1/3 cup of oatmeal and then 2/3 water. 1, 2. Then I like to just add a splash of Oatly. I think it just makes it a little creamier, but then again, if you don't really like oat milk, you don't have to do it. Then you're gonna take your banana and then just cut it up into little slices and then just place them around the perimeter of your oatmeal. You don't really have to, but I just kind of like it to be like evenly spread out. Then, this is the most important part of this meal. You are not gonna touch it. You're not gonna touch it. You're just gonna let it simmer, gonna let it do its thing. And then once you see it start to bubble, then you're gonna wanna mix it, but not before that. This is how the banana like melts into the oatmeal and makes it super, super creamy. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to bubble. Okay, at this point, I like to add a little bit of cinnamon. Yes, I cleaned my hands, so that's why I'm using my hands. This is the perfect time to start stirring. So you're gonna mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. See how creamy that looks? Wouldn't have looked that creamy if you touched it before. That bad boy is ready. Now it's time to pour our beautiful oatmeal into our bowl. And now is the most fun part, which is the toppings. So oatmeal, I think for a lot of people is really boring and bland because they don't add anything to it. So today I'm gonna show you my favorite things to add when I make my oatmeal. But you can add anything you want. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, but I think that adding something really does bring the flavor and the heartiness to another level. So first, I'll add some peanut butter. I think peanut butter is something that is really underrated when it comes to oatmeal. I know it sounds weird, but you have to trust me. It tastes really good. It brings the creaminess to another level. I think it's something that, you can add almond butter, but I personally like peanut butter. Next, I add raspberries. Raspberries are definitely not something you have to add, but I like just a little bit of tartness to my oatmeal, so I add raspberries. Any berries you have works. Anything really works. I'm just having raspberries today, but you can have blueberries, blackberries, you name it. Next, I add chia seeds. Chia seeds really don't do anything in terms of flavor, but they really do add a lot of fiber to your meal, so it will fuel you longer. And then lastly, I add just a small handful of walnuts. I add walnuts, sometimes I add cashews, but any nuts, I just add it on top, and it really does help with the flavor, but also it just gives it a crunch, which I love. Finally have our oatmeal ready. It looks so good. I'm so excited. Let's dig in. Everything looks amazing. The walnuts, the chia seeds, even the peanut butter looks amazing. I mix it up, even though we just spent so long making it beautiful. That tardiness of the raspberries, it's so good. I also made myself some coffee for my Nespresso. I know you all might think are you overhyping just a bowl of oatmeal? But honestly, a bowl of oatmeal, sometimes that's all you really need in life, truly. Okay, so I'm almost done with oatmeal, almost done with my coffee. I got a few work things I gotta handle, but I'll see you back here for my next meal. So it's later on in the day, I've had a meeting, I got some work done, and now I'm back to have lunch because it's lunchtime. I'll try to batch cook during the beginning of the week or on the weekend, and I'll have food for the rest of the week, especially lunch, and then I can just pull out the food and make it, and it's great because I don't have the energy or the time to cook things every single day. So today I have a meal to share with you that I usually cook during the beginning of the week or the weekend, and then I eat for the rest of the week. And that is chickpea patties that I make into sandwiches or burgers or whatever. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's really good. It's super simple and super quick to make. You don't need very many ingredients, which is why I love it. So let me show you how to make it right now. So what you'll need to make these patties are 2 cans of chickpeas, some more peanut butter, 1 red onion, garlic powder, cumin, black pepper, salt, cilantro, zucchini, vinegar, and sriracha. You'll also want to add quick oats and olive oil. The instructions for this one are super easy. First, you're going to drain and rinse your chickpeas super well. Then you're gonna wanna take your chickpeas and mash them together using an immersion blender or your fork. Chop up your onions. Next, you're gonna chop up your zucchini. Then chop up some cilantro. And then once you chop everything up super fine, you're gonna mix it all together in a big mixing bowl. Add the other ingredients. And then you're gonna combine together as thoroughly as possible. Then you're gonna take your mixture and make some patties. You can make them any size you want. The recipe says it makes 6 to 8, but I usually like making them a little bit smaller. Then you're gonna pop them onto the grill for a few minutes, or if you're lazy like me, I just take them and I put them in my air fryer for a few minutes. Honestly, that does the trick. I know it's not the most aesthetic lunch of all time, but it honestly is really delicious. I usually add avocado and tomato, but I ran out of those. Okay, without further ado, let's dig in.
so good. The sriracha really adds a great kick, and I love the cilantro. It really adds like a depth of flavor. This is one of my favorite go-to lunches. I'm gonna finish up my sandwich and my salad, and then I will see you very soon for dinner. Hey everybody, okay, so it's a few hours later. As you can probably tell by this not great lighting, sorry about that, but more importantly, it's dinner time. I love my Instant Pot. If you don't know what an Instant Pot is, it's a pressure cooker, but essentially you can make anything using an Instant Pot, from soups to pastas to rice dishes to meat. Literally anything you can use it to make. All you have to do is chop the ingredients, throw it in, set it, and forget it. It's honestly one of my favorite things in my kitchen. I'm gonna leave the link to where I got my Instant Pot below. If you are in the market for a pressure cooker, I would highly recommend an Instant Pot. It truly will change your dining experience. A recipe that I love making in my Instant Pot is something a little bit random, but nonetheless, I love. It's Korean soft tofu stew. It's one of my favorite things to make. It's super easy. I'm not sure how authentically I'm making it, so I'm really sorry if I'm not. It's super easy, and the ingredients are really simple as well. Let me walk you through them. So first, you're gonna need kimchi, soft tofu, the red pepper paste. Next, I use shiitake mushrooms, some garlic, onion, soy sauce, but I'm using coconut aminos. You can use soy sauce, sesame oil, a jalapeno, some cooking oil, and an onion. And also, lastly, you're gonna have vegetable broth. And then for the topping, you add green onion. You can add an egg on top. I'm not today, but that's like the real way to make it. I make it in my Instant Pot, but you can also make it on the stove. Let's start. First, you're gonna wanna chop all your ingredients. So go ahead and chop your onions, chop your jalapenos, then mince your garlic, or use minced garlic like me. Then essentially we're gonna put all of our ingredients in our Instant Pot. First, you're gonna wanna press the saute button on your Instant Pot and cook the oil in medium heat. When the oil is hot, you're gonna wanna add your onions, garlic, and jalapenos. And then you're gonna wanna saute until the onions are soft and translucent. After that, you're gonna wanna add your red pepper paste and stir that all in, coating everything. Then you're gonna add in the mushrooms, soy sauce, sesame oil, kimchi, and the broth. When you mix all that in, you're gonna add the soft tofu on top, and you're gonna wanna break it apart softly with a spoon or with a fork. Then you're gonna cover your pressure cooker, making sure the valve is sealed. And when it's sealed, you're gonna wanna cook on high pressure for 1 minute. Yes, 1 minute. So I just put all the ingredients in the pressure cooker, and all I have to do now is wait. Usually it takes a little bit for like the steam to build up, and then after that the timer will start and we have to wait for 1 minute. It smells so good already. Ugh, I love this. As I'm waiting, I make my rice. Today I'm making brown rice, but you can make any type of rice you want, or you don't have to eat it with rice, but I think traditionally it is eaten with rice. Let's do some cleaning as I wait for this to finish cooking. And lastly, you're gonna wanna add your garnish. You're gonna wanna add some green onions on top, and voila! Okay, finally time to try my stew. Let's dig in. Get a little bit of rice. Oh, there's always a kick, and I love it. It's so good. And I also love the green onions. It's really the perfect balance against the really strong spicy flavor. It's a really good balance between that. This is like the perfect way to end a really long day. I'm gonna finish my soup, but that brings us to the end of my first What I Eat in a Day. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. All the recipes that I made are gonna be in the description below, so please check it out. Please make sure to check out the links that I provided below. Again,
again, thank you so much for watching. I had such a great time doing this, and I really want to make more of these types of videos. So let me know what kind of what I eat in a day videos you like. I kind of want to do like a Somali food edition where I just eat Somali food all day. Please make sure to subscribe and like this video. It means a lot. I'm trying hard to grow my channel, and I put out one new video every week. I'm gonna get back to the stew, but I'll see you all next time. Bye!